Oh, hi there. This is Ryan with another edition of the Tinfoil Hat Chronicles. Today I'm going to talk about black holes. I just watched the video that was uploaded today of D News talking about this supermassive black hole that's 17 billion times the mass of our sun. And our sun can fit 1,300,000 Earths within it, in theory. So this thing is beyond colossal. It's completely enormous. So anyway, I recommend you watch this video by D News. Those guys know what they're talking about. And I got a pretty good vibe from them. I mean, he took it seriously because, these things are out there, they're real, and they're powerful entities. But he went, don't worry about it. That's basically the message I got from it. I mean, Earth's existed for billions of years. It's had significant life on it for hundreds of millions of years. Now, you think something's just going to come along and destroy us just like that? Probably not. I mean, the thing is, one thing you can learn when you start delving into black holes is that the Earth is quite insignificant. It's a real tiny little thing in a huge, giant, beyond comprehension sized universe. And our galaxy is beyond comprehension, so that's just another thing altogether. Supposedly, there's a supermassive black hole in the middle of our galaxy because if you watch this video by D News, they will tell you that these supermassive black holes tend to reside within the middle of the galaxy. Um, yeah, so this thing's giant, and to be in what they call their event horizon, which is within its gravitational pull of the black hole, um, it's about 8 times the distance it is from Earth to Pluto. And I don't know if you knew this, but Pluto is a far away. And so 8 times that distance is to be in their event horizon of this supermassive black hole. The thing is, I bet you we're further away from it than that. So I don't think we're actually in the event horizon of this supermassive black hole. I mean, maybe we are. Maybe they're just not telling us the truth about it. Maybe they don't know. They probably do. They've probably known for years. Supposedly they discovered this thing in 2011, but who really knows? Maybe they discovered it much sooner. Um, well, before Leonard Nimoy died, he was Spock. He was all about black holes and space exploration and that kind of stuff. And he had a calm demeanor when he made the first Star Trek movie, the new one with, Chris Pine and the other new character or new cast members. And he made a special intro into the movie. And he had a calm demeanor when he was talking about black holes. I mean, with the sheer power and magnitude of these things, you would figure be a bit shaken up about it, but he wasn't. In fact, he talked about, and this is the same thing D News talked about, was actually using black holes to our advantage, harnessing their energy. Now, I could believe that we could harness the energy of the sun, with solar energy and whatnot. That would be a more attainable goal, I think, to build up some sort of way of gathering energy 24 hours a day from this thing by building our own constructions in space. And we are getting a lot better at doing things. Our technology is ever improving. Look, I'm talking to you on a smartphone that didn't exist 10 years ago. So that really says something. But for the long-term survival of this planet, I think what might be a better idea is we already have something that can survive in space and basically has an undefined lifespan in space, um, almost unlimited, really, if we can figure out how to use it to our advantage. And that's our own planet, planet Earth. All we have to do is figure out how to manipulate our orbit around the sun and our gravitational pull with the planets and the sun and kind of drive the planet around, drive Earth around like we're a giant space station. Because if we could do that indefinitely, we could always just move around. We could go to new places and set up like a planetary base there. We know the Earth is suitable for human life and all kinds of other life. Uh, if we could just figure out how to get it on cruise control and get it moving. We don't have to. We're not bound to the sun. There are other stars out there that we could go to if we could just figure out how to separate the Earth from the sun and get further away from that massive black hole and any other black holes. I mean, I've heard some far out theories like we could actually travel through black holes and other weird stuff, and I don't entirely believe it. I mean, face it, this is YouTube. You're gonna get the layman's version of everything, and it's basically a book for dummies. And they're not gonna tell you the important stuff that's easy to tell in a few minute video. They want you to go to school for this sort of stuff. They don't want to give you the answers. They don't want to say, yes, we're heading into a black hole, or falling into one, as they would say, or there's one coming this way, because there's such thing as nomad black holes as well that kind of just travel themselves. And I don't think one is coming this way, but I sure wouldn't like it if there was. But anyway, I think that human technology is evolving fast enough that it won't be a problem. We'll just be the aliens that we portray in our movies. We'll be traveling the universe, searching for planets with resources and inhabitable situations. But given how massive the universe is, there's no doubt in my mind that somewhere out there there's some sort of life. I'm not gonna say they're Independence Day or aliens or the Predator kind of intelligent life. Definitely not saying that at all. It's probably very primitive. But out of all the billions of galaxies, that there isn't anywhere else that happened by chance to, through evolution, produce life. I find that hard to believe. So I think it is possible to harness the energy of the sun, and I think it is possible to turn the planet Earth into a space station in itself. And someday we'll figure that out because it's our best hope. Because building this super massive metal ship to travel in space, this doesn't sound plausible. I mean, for one thing, most of the human race and most of the animals on Earth would die because you couldn't build something that big. But like I said, the Earth is already a natural structure that can survive in space. I mean, Earth is in space. So given that, we should be fine. Anyway, look, I'm an amateur at black holes. I'm not one of these people who watches a few YouTube videos and goes, "Ooh, I know everything about the subject now." But I know a thing or two, and I got some ideas. So we'll go from there. Um, I'll talk more about this later, and I will talk to you guys another day.